So I wasn't really into darts growing up. I never used to watch it. Didn't really even really know what it was, to be quite honest with you. I used to play football, and I was about 17 probably, and I just was in a pub one day, started chucking with my mates, having a few drinks, and enjoyed it. And from there, I put a board up in my house, just kept playing more and more, and yeah, that led me on then to starting playing for a team, and I really enjoyed the game. You could have a drink and have a bit of a laugh. So yeah, and then obviously from there things have moved on. Can't really recall what my darts were back in the day, but I never at that moment thought I'll be doing it as my job. I've practiced so much over the 10 years to get to where I am now. But when I first started playing 10 years ago in a pub at 17, having a drink with mates, never thought I'd be here as I am now. Yeah, definitely. Darts is one of them sports where, practice makes perfect. The more hours you put in, the more you get out of it. And, after the first 12 months when I first started playing, I progressed quite quickly. Was getting better and better every single week I'd play, and I've dedicated a lot of time, worked hard, and over the years I've just got better and better and better. So yeah, anyone, whatever age you are, as long as you practice, you can become a decent dart player. Yeah, there's a lot of factors that give you confidence, and especially recently, I've had a lot of new sponsors. I've signed with Target, which has been massive for me. I've got a nice jazzy shirt now. My darts are out, which are perfect, and all them factors give you so much confidence, and confidence makes you play better. Um, partic- I of all the people that I play, I'd probably say Mark Webster, because I win more than I lose against him, and we always have great games. I like playing Webby. I like playing the faster players as well. Not so keen on the slower guys, but like A.D. Lewis growing up. If I was to say I would watch somebody when I first started playing, it was A.D. Lewis. I used to love his throw. He's a fast player, probably the guy that I looked up to the most when I first started. So if I'd like to play anyone, I'd have to say A.D. Lewis. I'd probably have, even though I beat him last time I played him, I'd probably say Van Gerwen, because you know what he can do. He's the best player in the world for a reason, and like I say, I beat him last time, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to lose probably more than I'd beat him. So because of how good he is, I'd have to say probably Gerwin. Yeah, after the run at the World, when I came back to Stockport, it was it was weird. I was getting stopped on the street for selfies, and any pub I'd go into, were buzzing to see me and wanting pictures and stuff like that. So it was a nice feeling. And then obviously since the UK Open, it's just gone to a whole new level. And it's different. I've never had this before, but I'm getting used to it now. It's good. So because of my UK Open win, it's put me in the top 16 in the world, which will qualify for my other telly events. So, my aim is now to compete in these TV events, win them if I can. If not, make a good account of myself, get deep into these tournaments, keep pushing up the rankings. My aim now is top 10 by the end of the year. Before the UK Open, it was like top 16, but now my aim is top 10, and and then see what happens next year. If we have a good account in the World Championships, then who knows, Premier League could be on the cards. So the UK Open quarter final, once I won that game, there was obviously only four of us left in the semis, and I wanted to play Gezi Price because I was quite tired, and I played him at the Worlds, and because I get on quite well with a lot of people, it's hard to celebrate as much because you're friends with them, etc. I still got on dead well with Gezi, but he gives it back, and that's the kind of game that I like to play in. Adrenaline fueled, gets the crowd going, and them type of games I absolutely love. I couldn't play them all the time because I'd be knackered, but the animated games, the celebrating, the come-ons, and all that, I love love that part of the darts. Obviously, I've never played Phil Taylor, so that's one thing. Unless I play him in an exhibition, I'm never going to get that opportunity. And there's a lot of these Van Gerwen, these Barney, there's a lot of greats in the sport, but Phil Taylor's the king. You know what I mean? And that's probably one thing that I'm gutted that I'm never going to get that opportunity to ever play Phil Taylor. However, the way the darts is going now, the young blood, if you like, that is coming through, standard's phenomenal. I'm banging 100 averages and losing. You're like, come on. But no, the way it darts now, it's brilliant. It gives us that extra motivation to put the hours in practice, because if you don't, you're just getting beat. Simple as that. And yeah, it's very. The future looks bright for darts, put it that way. Yeah, the story of Rob Cross a couple of years ago, that was kind of my motivation last year, to be quite honest with you. I played Rob a number of times a couple of years ago, and it was always 6-5, 6-4. He just beat me at the UK, and I thought, okay, he's a world champion. Is he that much better than me when I'm on my game? So if he can become the world champion, why can't I? And that's been the added motivation that I needed, and I did well, with that mentality, semis of the world, winner of the UK, won a Pro Tour, and yeah, it just proves that if you work hard, the rewards are there for you.